You know, there are times when you study this word of the Lord and you will just read, reading, just trying to understand what Bible said, what God said, things that is mentioned. You will just read and read along like that. But there are sometimes when you go back to that same verse that you read just the previous day or some minutes ago, you try to read it again, you get some revelations about what God is trying to talk to you about. So that was what happened this morning as I just studied the word. When I got to Genesis 1:31, it made me understand something. I want to read this thing so that you guys will understand as well. He said, and God saw everything that he has made, and behold, it was very good. You see, that place struck me. God saw everything he has made, and behold, it was very good. Behold, it was perfect. Behold, it was wonderful. He looked at it and said that everything that he created is good. That includes you, that includes me. If God looked at what he created and he said it is good, and you look at your life today and say, I'm a Christian, I live as God wanted me to live, how come I am not living well? How come it looks as if this word that the Lord said is not speaking to me? I want to urge you this morning to make you understand. Remember what the word of the Lord said in the book of John 10:10. He said the devil comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. He said, but he has come that we might have life and have it in abundance. What he was saying in essence in this word is everything he created in us is good. Maybe sin has come in. Maybe the sins of everything that we did in the past. Maybe the sin of what is happening around us today. The sins of our fathers, the sins of our mothers, the sins of what we did by our own self. Because I know that God does not fail. When he says his word, it stands. At that moment, I was going through some situations. And he began to tell me to begin to address those situations that the devil want to make to deny his word in our lives. I looked at it, I began to speak against that situation that was not good. Because he told me already that he looked at me when he finished creating me. He looked at my situations, he looked at my children, he looked at my marriage, he looked at my business, and he said they were very good. So God is now urging us as a Christian, as his own children, that we shouldn't just keep on looking or keep on rolling around the word the way the word is taking it. We should learn to speak to situations that are standing against his will, his plans, his purpose in our lives. He has told us in his word. He said what he created was good. He has made us understand that everything he created, everything that he wanted us to be was good. So what is that devil that wants to change his narrative in our lives? He said, begin to speak to it. That day I stood on this verse and I began to pray. I began to tell God, everything that you have created in me, you said is good. Therefore, I rebuke whatever that want to turn it to be evil. I rebuke everything that want to stand against your word concerning my health. Everything that want to make my children to behave abnormally. I begin to declare the word of the Lord in that book of Genesis 1:31. Because he said in his word in Isaiah 60, he said, put me in remembrance of those things I have said. He said, I will bring it to pass. Put me in remembrance. Because he knows that as we move along in this health, the devil is doing all he could to make sure we do not fulfill destiny. The devil and his cohorts, they are doing everything they think they can just to make sure we do not get there. But God is telling us today that if we hold on to him, if we let him be the anchor of our lives, he has already said it that is good. It's just like when your father has already paid. That's what the Bible told us. He said a king will be a slave as long as he remains a child. When we are ignorant of God's word in our lives, when we are ignorant of God's plans and purpose in our lives, when we fail to understand what he has said concerning us, that's when you see things moving haphazardly. He has told us in his word in Genesis 1:31. Read it. He said everything he created was, he didn't just say good, he said very good. Everything God created was very good. So what is that thing that want to make it look as if what he created is not good? I see people even regretting saying, why am I alive? Because I'm going through a lot. But God said you should call on him in trouble. He will answer you. Put him in remembrance today. I've come to urge you to put him in remembrance, because since I started doing this, I have found some changes, great changes in my spiritual life. I've found great changes in everything I do. Because the devil wants to paint your marriage to look bad. He wants to paint the life of your children, your health, your marriage. You're going through health challenges. You will not be doubting, asking, is this what God said concerning me? Is this what he said concerning my life? Is this how he said he's going to live? I'm going to live my life. But the Bible said it's not too late. He said, if my people which are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, if they will humble themselves and seek me, he said, I will come. I will come and I will change those things that the devil has placed as the bad narratives in our lives. God will come. He's waiting on us. We are not waiting on him. He's waiting for us to come so that he will transform that which he has said he wants to do. Whatever the devil has stolen, the Lord is waiting on us to acknowledge his presence in our lives so that he will come and perfect that which he has said concerning us. I've come to hold you guys this morning because when I saw this verse, I was greatly happy. I was greatly joyful because I know I have found a key to something that was not giving me peace. I know that with this great verse of the Bible, I was sure that God was pointing me that it's time for me to speak. It's time for me to say something. And I begin to speak. I begin to declare. I begin to speak over my life and that which the Lord has said. And it's been working. I urge you guys, do not sit on it. Do not just sit down and be waiting. Speak concerning your situation. Speak to that devil to leave your home, to leave your children, to leave your business, to leave your family, to leave that which the Lord has already said is very good, that he wants to turn to bad. Tell God to change that situation. Tell God to pull that thing away and let his word stand in your life. If you have not subscribed to my channel, guys, please do well to subscribe. On this channel, we'll share news, we'll share things happening around, we'll share spiritual insight, we'll share our testimonies as children of God. If you have any testimonies and you want us to share with you, just share it on the comment section so that people will be edified, people will be encouraged by what you've shared. Thank you for listening.